Greetings gamers, Ian Higton here. I've recently been getting my fingers in a twist with the preview release of Trials Frontier, a mobile-based addition to the wheelie popular Trials franchise, lol. Although this version probably works best on an iPad, I played the game on an iPhone 5S, so that might be worth bearing in mind during this first impressions video. The first big difference Frontier has to past Trials games is a proper story. You play as an unlucky racer who's been seriously injured in a race against bad guy Butch, and after being nursed back to health by the occupants of a nearby frontier town, they decide you are the best hope of ridding the town of Butch and his bandits once and for all. Each character you meet in town gives you different objectives to complete. For instance, one opens up new levels for you to play, one asks you to perform certain tasks on certain levels, one helps you upgrade your bike, and so on and so on. As the game is mobile based, it does of course feature a hefty amount of monetization, and it follows the Candy Crush method in a bid to empty your wallet. The game is free to play but run out of turns, or in this case fuel, and you have to wait a certain amount of time before your engine automatically refills itself and you can play again. Of course, Ubisoft, assuming the role of digital drug dealers, are hoping that you'll be so addicted or impatient that instead you'll use some of the in-game currency to purchase more fuel. There are two types of currency in Frontier, coins and diamonds, because why have one standard currency when you can have two confusing ones? Coins are earned through grinding races, beating times, doing stunts, etc. Pretty much like spendable XP then. And diamonds can be gained by levelling up, completing certain missions, and occasionally by winning them with a lucky spin on the Wheel of Fortune, which appears at the end of every level. Alternatively, both these currencies can of course be bought using real-world monies. But don't do it! Well, at least not for the first 5 hours or so, because before then it's pretty much unnecessary. Every time you start a new race, you use one fuel portion out of a starter tank of 5, but luckily if you're struggling to complete the objectives, restarting a race while you're on it won't cost you any fuel at all. Levelling up will refill your fuel tank while also awarding you a few diamonds. This happens quite regularly at the start but slows down considerably by the time you reach around level 8. You'll also be badgered constantly to sign up to Uplay. The rewards for doing so are quite large, and you can use it to access leaderboards and download your friends' ghosts to race with, so it's kind of useful in that respect, but damn, it reeks of desperation on Ubisoft's part. For the 5th time, no means no, Ubisoft. In terms of gameplay, the touch controls work really well for the bike, and the Trials vibe translated perfectly to my mobile. It's actually a joy to play at the start, the bikes respond really well, and any mistakes I made were from my inability to land my bike after going for a greedy second flip, rather than any dodgy touch points on the screen. The control arrows are also nicely positioned at the bottom of the screen while the action happens dead centre. Thanks to this, your thumbs will never block your view and cock up a perfect run. Races are very short and each end with a traditional mishap for your rider, but after about 5 hours of play, the 17 levels I have unlocked still seem very tame and basic in layout compared to the tracks from Frontier's console cousins. They do look great though, and the 2.5D Wild West style is full of personality and humour. As I made my way through the story, I found myself having to replay the early levels multiple times due to different objectives opening up, and sometimes I'd be forced to play the same track over and over again if the Wheel of Fortune at the end of the race didn't pay out with the specific upgrade item I needed. You can of course buy extra spins using diamonds if you want to reduce this grind, but I refused to be held hostage by microtransactions and instead relied on my awesome powers of extreme stubbornness to progress. There looks to be 3 types of bikes to unlock at the moment, although I've only managed to get to 2 so far. These can be heavily upgraded, and as you would expect with a mobile game following the microtransaction model, you can either embark on a lengthy grind to earn coins and equipment, or just splash out real-world cash on sacks of diamonds and coins of various sizes and costs. I feel it's worth pointing out that the highest priced item is the Castle of Gems. In it you get 5,800 diamonds, but only if you fork out £59.99. And because of the second currency, you can also buy coins, the largest of which is a throne of coins which holds 2,100,000 coins. The price for that? Another £59.99. God damn! Yeah! I'm aware I've spent a lot of this first impressions video talking, or more likely moaning, about microtransactions, but I just find them so intrusive to my gaming experience that they frustrate me massively. While I'd rather have a version of Trials Frontier that I could pay for outright and play as a normal game, Red Lynx and Ubisoft do seem to have hit that perfect balance between being not so challenging that you'll give up completely, and being just moorish enough to make the real addicts want to part with real money. It's a very good mobile game, and because of this there were points where I was massively tempted to buy some extra diamonds, so I could upgrade my bike and beat one of Butch's henchmen in a race. I managed to restrain myself, but it's a testament to the gameplay that I even considered doing that in the first place. Still, as far as I can see, I'm nowhere near completing the game. Unexpected options keep opening up. For instance, I've just unlocked the ability to fuse upgrade items together to create higher profile upgrades, so it's definitely not lacking in content, and it's certainly not a lazy production. I'm guessing that more and more levels and bikes will be added down the line too, but if they're of the same high standard, I'm sure the junkies who get properly hooked will be overjoyed. They definitely won't find it a trial to play, that's for sure. Oh god, I hate myself. Thanks for watching this first impressions video. We've got plenty more exclusive content coming up, including previews and exclusive interviews for upcoming games, daily interactive live streams, and much more. So please give us a subscribe by clicking on that on-screen annotation. Go on, try it. It's completely free. It won't cost you any coins or diamonds or anything. There's no microtransactions on Eurogamer's YouTube channel, that's for sure.